start streaming. I'll sort that out once we've gone live.
Okay.
It's starting.
I'm trusting you.
All right. See if anyone turns up even. Okay. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And welcome to Chinwag number 85.
Yeah.
This is like just going to be a quick half-hour condensed version of our normal chat. We normally come and do this chat on a Friday, but we didn't do it last week.
No.
Was that the only week we didn't do it?
Yeah, we only skipped last week.
So we've only missed 1 week.
Yeah.
But like we were gonna miss today because our daughter's got like
a friend over from school.
So we're kind of gonna
They're
speak.
having a sleepover. So we're trying to be quiet.
And
we snuck on.
We snuck on for half an hour.
Because we weren't meant to do this at all today.
Yeah, we were going to call it a half-hour quickie, but
then we thought that might sound.
We know the
wrong.
kind of people that turn up to our chats, so we thought, you know,
we can't call it a quickie.
Yeah. Hopefully you can hear us all okay. You should, you should be able to hear us all okay. So that would be great.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's even gonna like turn up really.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Sid Vicious. Okay, Sid, I think you lost it now.
Yes.
I do like the name, but it's too far removed. I expect the B, you know, it needs to be. I respect the effort, Sid, or Sib, but
Sound is low.
Sound is low. That's fine. I've not messed with it. No, hold on. No. It's maxed. It's maxed. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it because I'm not sitting?
Probably. Yeah.
Let me move over because it's normally my voice that.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Is the struggle.
It should be
there
fine. Yeah. We'll move in closer to the mic like this, and we'll move the camera.
And we'll try not to whisper.
We haven't done our setup. It's low there as well. Sound good, says super duper crazy. Okay. Well, let us know how you feel because we want to know. This is a condensed version because I want to get straight back to playing Fortnite, says Sid.
No, it's not that.
Andy says hi, Stephen Bennett, Richard Hout, BCP, Barry Francis, Phoebe, Fin Fashion Plus, Death by Glamour, that's a great name, Bumblebee, Shop Windows. Thank you guys for remembering that we still make videos. Evening or surprise live, says Claire. Yeah, we were gonna miss this week. Sound a little low still. Oh no! Why? See, we always mess these things up. Hold on. All I can think of doing is the gain at the very top, the black knob. The black knob. Can you that? Yeah, that one there. Just turn it slightly to the right, slightly. Yeah, slightly. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Is that any better?
Yeah, it might. Very quiet. Oh god, that can't be right, guys. Check out your settings. I mean, output audio. No, I don't know.
You haven't got it on microphone, have you? Like your headset?
No. It's on the right. It's on the right one. It's on the right one. I don't know, you guys.
Some people are saying sounds good.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, your
comment was just
for withdraw there, Sid. Yeah. It sounds fine, says Andy. Okay, we're gonna go with it. It sounds fine. We're gonna go with it. Sounds fine.
Kind of speak up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think we're just speaking a little bit softly because we're conscious that our daughter's friend's upstairs, and we're gonna embarrass our daughter.
Yeah.
Because she's having a friend over.
I don't think her friends know that we do YouTube.
I don't want to embarrass. Do you know what I mean? No. I think that's what we've locked.
So we weren't going to come on tonight.
Okay.
I feel a bit naughty.
We'll be okay. Okay. Anne Hamilton has joined us as well. Who else has popped in? Oh, Nick's in. Hi, Nick. How are you? Super duper crazy. At ATL World 2018. Colin Mack. Better now. Okay. Audio is all fine, so brilliant. Okay, guys, now that that's out of the way, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We have taken a bit of time off.
Yep.
Last week we took time off just because we fancied a break. I didn't do the chat with Nick either. Tom stepped in, thankfully for that, which was brilliant. But like, I think it was a case of. You guys know I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, a lot of video games. But that's not the reason. The reason is just like sometimes like we obviously work, we do reselling for work, and then we like socialize with reselling like in the Facebook group. We don't really have a social life.
Yeah.
And then we talk about then we talk about reselling on our channel.
Do you know what?
I think
it just got on top of us, and we needed a break. We just needed a break.
Yeah. So
because it did.
Yeah.
Everything just got.
But
on
then,
top of us.
but then we kind of felt like we really loved doing these chats as well. So it was just like, we'll come back and make a video, even if it's a half-hour one. You missed the chat on Tuesday, Z. Fortnite, says Luke. It wasn't because of Fortnite, Luke. No. I think I just wanted to detach. Nick says half an hour. I feel shortchanged. Can I get a refund? You haven't paid anything for it, Nick.
And do you know what, Nick? Right, we've got our daughter's friend over.
We're whispering. We're like
sneaking on here. We're not meant to be here.
ATL world, we don't drop ship.
No, we don't.
Barry says, what is your daughter's friend going to think that you have locked yourselves away for a bit of alone time? I don't know.
The thing is, we've left the curtain open.
Yeah.
So they can see what we're doing.
Yeah, I just hope they don't come downstairs.
Yeah, they're upstairs.
And they're playing at the moment. Hopefully they'll just keep busy, and that will be the end of it.
Yeah.
Hi, Claire. Claire's in the chat as well. Hi, Claire Riley.
Hello.
Dave's there as well. Beer time. Super duper crazy says sometimes you just need a break. Yeah,
and that's exactly what we needed. Last week we just needed a break.
Yeah.
We would have been on our usual time this week, but then I'm in an hour with her to do it, and then we were like, and then I sat on the sofa and I went, come on, let's go on for a quick half hour.
Yeah. Ray says, I was worried you had got addicted to that game. Good to see you both again. Oh no, we're totally addicted.
We're addicted.
We're addicted, Ray. I'm deep in. I can't stop thinking about it.
So wrong,
though. I love the game. Are you pretending to be celebs in front of your daughter's friend? No, we're not, Dave.
No,
we're not, Dave. We love watching. You can have as many breaks as you need. We're all still here when you go live, says Claire. Oh, that's so sweet of you.
That is very sweet. Thank you.
We'll get back to it, guys. We'll get back to it. We'll talk
sales.
some sales. We'll talk some business. Yeah. We have had decent weeks again compared to last week. Oh wow! Yeah. Oh, look who's popped in. Chris from Bonafide Hustler.
Oh, hello.
Hi there, Chris from the USA. Hi, Z and Beck chat, says Richard. We'll get straight back into it. We'll go back into the sales. We'll get back into how things have been. We've actually got some sales that weren't RC parts, so we're going to start with those, right?
Oh, okay.
We're going to start with some sales. We've had some sales that were sometimes also, guys, it can be really difficult to continuously share the same things because we are scared of boring you guys to death, right?
Yeah.
And if I show you what we sell, guys, I'll give you a quick screen. I can't with these. These got names. Yeah, these got names. Yeah, these got names. Yeah, so we're gonna have to be careful. But it's all RC parts, guys. But we have had a few sales which aren't. And literally by few I mean like a couple. And we're gonna go through those quickly with you. So we can
literally is a couple, isn't it?
It's literally no. It's more than a couple. Literally, it's 3. It's 3. If I could, no, it might be 4. And that one there as well.
Okay,
there's
cool.
4.
There we go.
4 sales.
We're stretching here.
And we're
really pushing
the boat out. We're really pushing.
Well, come look, we've got 4.
This is pretty bad, right? Okay. It's just this is the world that we live in, guys. This is the world that we live in.
Okay,
okay, let me just quickly move the chat across so I can see it here.
We can put it on that
I've forgotten how we used to set things up.
I know,
right,
we're so like
it
feels all over the place to be
exactly. All right. I had to watch Domino's ad to get here. AdSense money, baby says. Oh, is Domino's like the ad? Ooh, that's quite fancy.
Did it make you hungry?
I don't know. Fritz says, hello, dear reseller friends in the UK. I got addicted to idle games on Steam. I didn't want to do anything else, says Blitz. Simon, it happens. No, we're not going to be showing any RC parts, guys, because it's just boring as hell.
We're really not.
We're gonna move over to some sales.
We're gonna share. Right.
First sale. Okay, this is a nice one. We're really proud of this.
This was actually picked up when we did the moonwalk with Nick and Andrea.
Yeah.
Wednesday here split his pants and we had to go charity shopping.
I split my running bottoms literally a couple of hours. Yeah, not my pants. Yeah, it wasn't my pants. It was my running bottoms. Yeah. I bought these really cheap Slazenger running bottoms and they ripped. They were brand new. I had only worn them the first time and they split at the seams, right? And you know, I've got a bit of junk in the trunk basically, and they split. So we went on this mad rush, because we were like in Clapham and there was no Sports Direct that we could find or anything.
So we spotted a charity shop, didn't we?
Yeah, and we went to the charity shop,
so
and
while you were looking for pants,
luckily I found a pair of Nike joggers for £5, which in itself was a bargain. But whilst I was looking for those, Beck,
I spotted this for £5.
So this is a My Breast Friend Twins Plus.
Now we had one of these, but for a single baby, not twins.
A single baby,
yeah, a single
like
baby.
A married baby,
like a single baby, a baby on its own, not a twin.
A solo baby.
Solo baby.
A solo baby. We had a solo baby, right? And so we had a solo baby, so when we spotted this,
we didn't have a solo baby.
No, we
you
don't.
said we had a solo baby.
No,
we haven't had a solo baby.
We had one of these.
One of these, but for a solo baby.
A single child. Okay, let's just keep it civil and simple. And we knew that there was value, and this was £5. Now we did hold out for this. You'll see completed listings for this item for between 30 to all the way up to what we got, which is £60. So you can see we actually got $59.99 plus $6.99 shipping for this, which we were very pleased with. We did have to hold out, but it was only in total listed for under a month. I think it sold within its first 30-day cycle. Oh my god! Can we just to quickly shout out Super Duper Crazy, etc. Thank you so much. That was so generous of you.
Thank you.
He's just super chatted, or she's just super chatted. $4.99. I love your video so much. Thanks for all your hard work and effort you put in. Get some V-Bucks. You know what? I might treat myself to a pickaxe now. I mean, thank you. I really do appreciate that. I'm an addict.
You're gonna get yourself pickaxe.
I might do. That's so nice. But yeah, these are definitely worth looking out for. They're just one of those items that are just they're quite bulky, but they're light. You'll be able to send this. We use Parcel to Go. Parcel to Go are a really good company. I say they're a really good company. It's a really good service which can allow you to ship things. No, I didn't. I used Parcel to Go, that's right. And we shipped it using Parcel Force for about £8. So we did pay a little bit extra on the postage. I could have sent it a lot cheaper via Hermes, but I've kind of stopped using them. I could have sent it a lot cheaper using UPS, who I would have preferred to use. But because it's quite a light item, we just bubble wrapped it and then covered it in brown paper.
And last time we did that with UPS, they then told us they had to rebox it.
And then they charged us
for reboxing
it's really important to remember that certain companies... UPS especially, UPS don't like you shipping parcels which are covered in like brown paper. They need it to be sent in a sturdy box. They don't want to accept something that's just, you know, they won't accept something that you've just wrapped in brown paper, even if it's strong, because we've got really high GSM, high grams per square meter or whatever, you know, thick wrapping paper, and they charged us. So because I'd wrapped it like that, I remembered that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to pay a little bit extra, but we shipped it via a Parcel Force, and that will be fine, and we're really pleased with that sale. So that was our first sale, which we're really happy with. The great find. You got me looking out for My Breast Friend, says Simon. Before I saw one secondhand at a jumble sale last year and sold it for £30 after you mentioned it a week previously. Oh, brilliant, Simon. That's fantastic. Yeah, so you know, look out for the twins one as well. Dave says brown paper and rain is no. There you go. There's the reason why. I mean, Parcel Force hasn't given us any issues, but yes, we have had we have had issues with UPS and brown paper, so we're definitely like always looking out for we're looking out for that. Parcel to Go, a really good company, says Simon, until you have to use their customer service. Then they're terrible. It took me 2 months to get a case settled and get reimbursed. It completely Oh, Andrea's in the chat. I've not seen. Hi Andrea. Oh, hi there. Hi Andrea. Yeah, just got up.
Oh yeah, I see.
Thanks,
hi Andrea.
Thanks for popping in. Karen says, lol, well, don't want to get people disappointed when I waffle on about clothing. I'm getting targeting my videos towards insomnia sufferers. No, you know what, when we talk about not wanting to share our like, you know,
you guys know that we sell RC, and if we showed you each boring part that takes
I tell you what, I might pick out some gems. I'll pick out some gems for the chat, right? I'll pick out some gems. We've had some nice, but we've had some nice ones.
I'm bored watching you pack it.
Ray says there, can you feel the love now you're streaming? We can. We are so grateful for you guys, and we kind of feel bad for not like being on last week. So yeah, we do appreciate it.
And that's why we're back.
Yeah. I will pick out some special parts for you guys so you can enjoy.
You could make a video without me here.
No, I'm going to do it now. Right. Let's go to the next item.
Next item.
Now this is stuff that this makes me laugh, guys. You've seen this on our channel before. We bought a bunch of craft stuff and we've sold through the majority of it. Now these are Cricut home, like, you know, cartridges. Now I've been wanting to get rid of these for a while, haven't I? And believe it or not, I had these on 50% off sale, Markdown Manager, for 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks, didn't get one single sale. We've only got about maybe 10 left or something like that.
Yeah.
And as soon as the sale finished and they went back up to full price, someone bought one for £17.78. That's a lot of money for a...
And the thing is, this is probably a bit of an odd price because we've been messing around with prices and things like that. Because when we did shipping and then we did free shipping, and now we're still doing free shipping, but the price is a bit odd. But otherwise, this probably would have been actually priced at about £15.
Yeah, exactly. Just uploaded an epic 3 boot sale vlog. It says Nick, we'll make it public when you guys are done. Oh, superb, Nick. Look forward to just actually catching up with that. I haven't seen a car boot vlog in ages. I want to get back into watching
I've not watched.
All entitled to time off, Bex and Z, says Karen. I thank you so much. Right. Yeah, so that was a really cool sale for us. We were really pleased with that. It was just, you know, something that surprised me, because normally we talk a lot about how Markdown Manager works really well for us. A Markdown Manager, if you've got a business store, a business account on eBay, it's a great tool for promoting your listing, and it does work. It does sell things. We've sold plenty of things once we've put them on Markdown, but there are examples, and I thought it was nice to just share that you can have it on a 50% and it won't sell, and then when the right person comes along for your item, they'll pay. Yeah, exactly. So that was really cool. So pretty pleased with that one. Here's another one. Now
you need to change the screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it onto the screen. Okay, guys, let's just get back. Just have a quick look in the chat as well. Yodel customer service is not great, apparently, according to God, where did I see it? Karen said it wasn't great. Yeah, the customer service isn't great there. People talking about Sib's name changing. Peter Ray's in the chat. Hi Peter, how are you? Wow, good to see those are still selling, says Nick. That was a great pickup. Still need to mess about with Markdown Manager, never used it. Yeah, I mean, it works sometimes, and then there's an example of it not working. Even at 50% off, no one wanted it.
I mean, it's, you know, we use it quite a lot, don't we? So...
We're happy with it overall.
But then a lot of our listings are on Good Till cancelled though.
Yeah, and Karen Sells Clothes says, I use constant Markdown Manager and auction, which seems to be driving traffic to the store. Yeah, that is the thing. It's traffic, isn't it?
And something that we want to start using is the auctions more.
Yeah, we keep forgetting.
Barely use it.
Yeah, I do keep forgetting to.
Silly that we're not.
Well, I did put a couple live this week, but they both flunked.
Didn't they?
Yeah, I started them.
Well,
no, I started them. I started. There were 2 items. It was that Onyx. It was like I shared this on the chat with Nick. It was that Onyx like peacock statue. I started it at £50 and stuck it at auction. No one bought it, and it was the McDonald's dress up.
That's good that you didn't sell that.
Oh, okay. And there's that McDonald's.
I was like, man, you listed that right.
Do you really want it?
No.
Are you sure? And then
I was hoping it might stay around for a little bit longer.
I think it will. I mean, and then the McDonald's, I had this really vintage McDonald's dress up thing, which I started at 30 or something, and that didn't get any bids either. So I was like, okay. All right. This is making lemonade out of a lemon, I suppose. Lemonade out of a lemon. I was really disappointed with this item. Quite a while back, we were in Lytham, and I bought this from a charity shop. I think it was British Heart Foundation. It was a Sony M505 micro cassette recorder, and I paid £10 for it, guys. £10 is around 10 times as much as I would normally pay for these at a car boot sale. But this was immaculate condition, and I was hoping to send it to Amazon, only to find that I couldn't find a decent listing with it on. But even on eBay, these were fetching really good money, and it was in immaculate condition. I bought it, and it became one of those items that just sat on the shelf, right? Because I was really confident in the purchase. I was like, yeah, tenner, it's well worth it. I'll get around 40-50 quid on eBay for that. And I just left it. The only reason I didn't process it is because I was expecting to send it to Amazon, but in the end I had to list it on eBay, and because of that, for some reason, I just didn't get around to listing it. So we spent, you know, a tenner on it.
Is this the one that was 40?
That's right, honey. Yeah, it's immaculate. We paid a tenner. It was, you know, I keep on saying that, but that's a fair amount of money to pay for a dictation machine. I mean, from a charity shop.
We wouldn't normally pay that much.
No, but the sad thing is, when I actually did get around to listing it, I found that it was faulty. The spool just wasn't turning. And I am guessing that is simply down to the belt having worn, the tape belt inside, or like has just worn, and it wasn't, you know, spinning the spools. I'm not someone that has the kind of like ability really to take those things apart and fix them now. I just, you know, it doesn't appeal to me. So it was a case of just getting as much of my money back as possible. I listed it for £15, and it went to an international buyer really quickly. I'm
guessing he fixes them up.
Probably, and sells them for 40-50 quid, because I mean it's in such good condition. So it was quite a shame to see that it's just not happened. So yeah, it was really frustrating for us, because we did think it was going to be a surefire, you know, like 10 to 50, and it could have been more on Amazon, but you know, it just didn't work. And partly there's a reason why you should try to process things straight away, because had I checked it straight away and found it was faulty, I may have been able to go back to the charity shop with my receipt and get a return. But yeah. Dave says, yeah, belt worn, Beck's got small hands, she could have fixed it, says Dave. Yeah, she probably could have, but I you know, you wouldn't have fixed that, would you?
Probably not.
Yeah, you'd just be like, what?
You'd be like, what?
Yeah, what? So, yeah, Elaine Pushman has joined us and says, good evening, folks. What a gorgeous evening, so hot.
It's lovely.
Isn't it? It is lovely. And Richard Payne says, annoying when charity shops sell faulty stuff as working tested when it's not. Yeah, I mean, we can't get away with it as sellers, and you know, considering they're just like retail stores, you know, then you kind of feel they should also abide by the same rules if they're saying something. But we've seen this before. I mean, Tom made a video, a classic DHOTW, and he got fed up of buying board games from charity shops, because whenever he was buying board games, they were taped, and everyone at the shop would say, yeah, they've all been checked, they're all complete, and he'd get them home and they were 9 times out of 10 incomplete, missing pieces, damaged. So yeah, I mean, it's just something, you know, but I tested it, I left it for so many months that I had to take a loss on it, guys. Pete's Retro Collectible says, I hate taking stuff back to charity shops too, after all it's for charity, says Pete. Yes and no. It's because they do sell in such a business way now. I'm coming round to the idea, because I had that mindset as well. I would find it difficult to take things back to a charity shop, but because they're feeling less like charity shops now, if you guys know what I mean, there are obviously some out there which are still really, they have that feel.
You can tell the ones that are still, you know,
run the old school way, you know, where, you know, volunteers just come in and they just want to sell some bits and you know, whatever price, and those I would never do that too. But when you're going to the kind of high street, like stalwarts like British Art Foundation, which I think was this one, and they run themselves in such a professional and kind of, it doesn't feel like a charity shop. The pricing, everything, the way they display things, just the way it is. Diesel Engine Freak just got here as well. Thank you for popping in, appreciate it. I got back last night from a 1.5-week vacation. Sounds fantastic. Nice. Sounds fantastic. All right, moving on. Now this is another item I just want to share with you guys. Beck, you want to take this one away?
This is back to me. So I have closed down the second store, and so I am listing some of my old stock onto the main store now. And this was listed a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. What is it?
It's just a little summery dress.
Pattern strappy summer dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Floral.
Okay.
Floral pattern.
It looks a bit short.
It is. It's a very short.
It's a short dress. Okay. Is it one of those shorts ones? Like,
oh no, it's not.
This is like a skirt at the bottom.
Yeah, it is a skirt. It's not like the.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a small size. I had this listed for ages on the last store. I picked this up in a charity shop, I think, for £1. And so I listed it for £12 with free shipping, and it went pretty quickly.
It went really quickly. I mean, that's something. Karen sells clothes says that's really pretty.
Yeah, I really liked it. If it was my size, I may have kept it, but the length of it may have
It's
been
a bit short, isn't it?
Yeah.
The thing is, I think with the clothing, we found that we're going to be a lot more pattern based, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, I'm being really fussy about what I'm relisting on the store. If it's too plain, I'm not listing it. It's just not going.
That's not to say there aren't plain clothes which have value and sell.
Yeah.
But Rebecca,
I need to go.
Yeah,
it's
you
what
yourself,
I've got in my stock. So, and a lot of this stuff was stuff I picked up, like really, really early on when I first started reselling with you. So, it's all stuff that, you know, there were going to be some okay stuff.
And you yourself would say that you're not like on the cusp of knowing what's fashionable and stuff. So we have to kind of play it a little bit safer, because
you see what I'm wearing.
So you can see, like, we have to play it safer in a way, I suppose. So yeah. Robin A says lovely dress, linen cotton blend, great value, says Karen sells clothes. Why are eBay doing this? It's my favorite feature, says Elaine Pushman.
What's that?
It's one of my favorite features. What's that, Elaine? I'm not sure what you mean. Don't get me started on charity shops, says Richard Hell. Their prices have got too high now. eBay, the reselling guy, says, yeah man, I hear you. I get loads of duplicate listings when doing only one listing at one time, so I save everything on my drafts. Oh, some issues with listings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Peter Ray says, yes, eBay, the view of the item has disappeared again, which is so annoying. The views on the items have disappeared. I'd like to see the views on items to see if the price. Andrea says the photo is great, really sets it off.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I stopped using my mannequin.
Let me have a look. So have our views disappeared? Let me have a look.
No, I checked ours this morning.
Have we still got views?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right then. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I checked ours this morning.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was a nice little sale for us, but those were literally in the past couple of weeks. Those have literally been the only non-RC parts we've sold. So, you know, guys, you've got, you know, that's why we're kind of a bit funny sometimes about, you know, sharing like our sales, because they can just be a little bit on the, you know, not so inspiring side. I don't know how else to put it. Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult thing to explain.
This is all you now, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just
gonna let you run with
this. I'm gonna do a couple of, you know, I want to share with you guys some of the more, like, I was gonna say interesting, but
they're so interesting.
I'm gonna say interesting. Okay, I'm gonna say interesting parts that I've sold. See if there's any super high value ones, you know. Oh, this is quite cool as well. Yeah, I'll show you that as well. It's got to be some good
Haven't you
ones.
shared that before?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm just asking.
The clutch shoes we've shared, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, Krillin has super chatted $5. Z, you're always talking about fast food. When are you coming to the US? I heard a rumor that UK will be getting US beef after Brexit. More steak burgers for Z. Krillin, I dream of the day we can holiday in the US. Yeah. I'd be going to those delis, you know, where they dip the whole, you know, they do those salt beef, thinly sliced salt beef buns, and they've got that dip, and they dip the whole bun in, and oh man alive. Oh gosh. I'm so going to the States. Don't worry, Krillin. We just need to sort ourselves out. Then we can. We will do that. But I want to quickly share with you guys some.
I don't know whether some of this. No, I don't think we've shared.
No, we haven't shared any of these. No, we haven't shared any of these.
These are fairly recent.
Yeah, these are all recent. Yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys some other parts, and we will get going.
Well done, Kevin.
Well done on the second in solo. Yes, it's the wrong stream. Okay. Lee's Fine says hello, gang. All right. This is. Oh gosh, this is. Okay, let me quickly. I should have really sorted this out. Yeah, they're all sorted out. Okay, these are some of the sales I want to share with you guys that are RC related, but these are going to be like only a few. There's only three, four, only 5 more interesting ones. So the first one is this. This is a RC helicopter. It's $79.99.
I switch off.
Yeah, no, this is really fun to fly. This is what's called a. I believe this is a fixed pitch. I'm not sure. I don't think it's a collective pitch. I think it's a fixed pitch helicopter. You know, small helicopter, really compact, comes with a controller, zips around. I had to fix this up. It wasn't working. I needed to install a new servo in it, which I had to buy and fit. So that ate into the profit a little bit, but we got £80 for it plus shipping. So that is a really nice little sale for us. Then the next item, I'll zip through these. Kind of these are boring. We can see we've sold the last of this one. This was £20 for a fuel tank. So again,
yeah, it's not an empty bag.
It's not.
It
looks. It's hard to tell, but it's a fuel tank. This was one of my faves. This is an aluminium rear lower arm for an RC car. So you can see it's a tiny little packet. There's the red arms. So there's the arms onto which like the suspension and the tires and the steering shaft, the drive shafts go through. So basically they're the like the axles, as it were, but not, you know, they're the arms basically that fit. And this is insane. I got £37.50 positive feedbacks already received. You know, it's a great little sale for such a small RC part. See, I believe it's a money maker, says eBay. What are you talking about? Nice little £5 there for you. Oh, nice. Oh, Ozzy, good show. Nice. Okay. Is he showing a shopper again? RCs, now I know why he's called Z, says Barry. Very funny. We're nearly there. There's only 2 more to show you guys. Then this was a great sale. Some guy in Russia bought 3. Imagine this is a bag of these tiny gears, really, like that really size. Yeah, these are tiny gears, bevel gear set for an MTA4 monster truck. So they're absolutely tiny. And there were 20 quid each, and some guy in Russia bought 3 of these. Yeah, he did. So that was, he bought all 3 in one go. And so that's a £60 sale. And they're off to Russia. So I'm really happy that they sold, and yeah, they sold for good money. Yes. I've had the same parts fitted on my car for less as Beach Retro Collectibles. They're in demand. Now, this was an interesting one, guys. This is something to look out for. Even though battery technology has moved on massively in the world of radio control, you'll hear a lot of talk about lipos. So this is an old battery charger for the old style of battery, nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride batteries, right? So this is a much older bit of kit, and even though it's kind of outdated, it was used, you know, a bit mucky there, but it, you know, it's still in its original box. A vintage RC still commands a bit of money, and this is just a charger, guys, and we got 30 quid for that, so we were really happy with like really happy with that sale. So, you know, that's all I'm going to show you for the RC, guys. Yeah, so, you know, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Don't worry about boring people. It's how you're providing for your family, says Karen. Yes, it is. It is. It's how we're eating. It is. And stop talking about delicious food. I want to go to the US, says Elaine. Oh gosh, Elaine, I would so love to do like a man versus food tour.
I think I'd come back like twice the size.
I'd come back at least 3 times, I reckon. Okay. Wow, I have no clue what they are, but that's an amazing sale. Oh, you lost me now. I know nothing about helicopters, says Elaine. Well, we've stopped now. Yeah, we have stopped now.
We've stopped.
Okay. Krillian says Cat's Jewish Deli. They have lines around the block to get in, says Krillian. Oh, see, that's the kind of place I would want to go to. All right, guys, we will get onto the graphs. I did see someone shouting graphs in the chat. I believe it was Sib, probably.
Was it?
Yes. Yep, graph time. Yep. Okay. We will get some graphs. We'll get some graphs going. We'll get some graphs going. Sales for us have been lower than the previous month. But that's kind of to be expected if you look at like the last year.
Because going on what we made last year, we're kind
up.
of on a similar.
No, we're up
passion.
on last year. We're up
well,
on it.
Yeah, but not by much.
No, yeah, it's true. It's true. We'll go past 7 days. It's actually this week has been a bit of a drop. This week has been a bit of a drop.
Say, I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It wasn't completely.
Yeah, but this doesn't include what we've had today. We've had some nice sales come through today.
That's true.
But yeah, we'll go into our sales. It has been a bit up and down, and it's been one of those weeks where we kind of wish we had like alternative sources of income. You know, it's just one of those situations where you think, this would be nice if we had like more stuff up at Amazon or whatever.
Still happy with what we've done this week.
Yes,
because it's still.
Yes.
Good turnover.
Exactly. It's decent. It's acceptable. So these are our graphs. Let me just move us down to the bottom left so we don't get in the way.
There we go.
As you can see, our sales are actually 50% down from a year ago this week. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
In itself. Number of transactions is up, but our average selling price is down. So this time last year we were selling some really high ticket items, and you can see that. So the yellow line,
but I think we spoke about this a few weeks back, is that our business has actually changed so much, whereas like last year we were selling a lot more like high end items, but like one-offs, I suppose. So on those days we'd only like have one sale, but it would be like a really big sale, whereas now we have a number of transactions.
Well, that's the thing. If you look at our last year's figures, so this week last year we were doing what, two transactions, or 4, 2, so mostly 2. But one of those 2 transaction days was a £489 sell day. One of them was 187 quid on 2. One of them was 228 quid on 3. One of them was 320 quid on 4. So we were selling way higher. We're selling way higher. Average sell prices. Like each item we had a lot of hi-fi on at the time. I was really into selling hi-fi. And like now you can see we're doing a lot more transactions, like so 7 transactions for 200, 7 for 120, 6 for 100, 7 for 150, 3 for 69, 6 for 112, and we've only done £746, but it's been, it's just what it is. It's, you do get a dip. I mean, if we go for the past 30 days and show you what the situation is, again, it's down 8% over last year, so 3,300 over the past 30 days. So that's a fair bit down over what we've been used to. But overall, for the year, we're still up. If you look at our, overall graph. But it's what happens. I mean, you can see that we're only slightly down, 8% down on a year ago for this month. It's just what happens. You just have to accept that sometimes you're gonna have like slower weeks. And to be honest with you, there wasn't long ago we were sitting here thinking we'd love to be able to turn over like £100 a day, make 700.
And this used to be what we used to aim for on a regular basis,
so we're still mindful of that. Yes, we've been showing you double those turnover figures as well, but I'm sure those times will also return. You just get dips, don't you? I mean, June has been a bit of a
it's a quieter time, isn't it?
It feels like it, definitely. It definitely feels like it's been a quieter time for us. Okay. There we go. Karen says, but that's your turnover. Think about what profit margins are, and it's all about profit, not turnover, if that makes sense. Think about how much you were paying weekly for stock then.
That's very true.
Really good point,
That's really
Karen.
True, Karen.
Karen's aware of our situation.
Because it was higher end items, we were putting more into it, more cash into it. Whereas this is what we're doing now is pretty much profit.
And over the year we're very I mean we overall feel a lot better. So, but the sales are down. We do like to share the ups and the downs, and this is obviously down over what we've shown you over the past few weeks. We've had some really good weeks. Karen says, your graph for this year looks more steady, not so spiky. Yep.
Yeah.
It can happen. There's a lot of comments about Russians spying on us. But I hope not. I don't think they're going to be putting small spy cameras in RC helicopters, Peter. I'm sure they've got more sophisticated technologies.
Oh, is that because the RC
camera? Yeah, the RC helicopter. But the Russian the helicopter didn't go to Russia. It was the little gears that went to Russia.
The gears went.
The little gears.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to do something special with those, you know. So yeah. BCP says, I've been in an RAF Sea King helicopter. No, I didn't swim out to sea and lose my armbands and swim ring. It was a school trip to an RAF base and we got to look inside one. That sounds so amazing, really cool. BCP. Wow.
That is really cool.
Yeah, that does look amazing. Maybe the Russians are planning a new moon landing trip using these RCs. Oh, gosh. Yeah. June is quieter for me this month, but was like that last year too. Yeah.
I think if we look over our figures overall, I think, and you've shown this before, like generally the graphs are quite similar.
They mirror the there was a dip for us. Yeah. And
this is a bit of a dip. This is what happened last year.
Yeah. So it's all good though. It's all good.
Yes.
Okay, too much TV, Peter. too many spy movies, maybe, Peter. Reminds me armbands here somewhere, says Dave. Well, you got armbands as well. At Krillin, our NHS dentists have queues around the block, says Sid. Oh gosh, my NHS dentist is pretty good. Okay, wow, the chat goes into so many different angles and things. Peter says no enough, Claire, just Fortnite and YouTube. gosh. We have been addicted to that game.
We have.
Oh my gosh, look at the time.
Oh wow, this was only meant to be a quickie.
Seeking the ground, says Diesel. Yeah, this was meant to be a shorter video.
It was.
Richard Hale says July last year was my worst month in a long time. We did notice, you know, when you look at,
I can't remember what July was last.
Yeah, when you look at figures, there is definitely like a situation where there is like a dip. We have a look. Yeah, you can see there's a dip there. I mean, if we show you guys, let me just show you guys like our year to date, as it were, right? Okay, let me just show you guys a year to date. Here you go. Here's a year-to-date view, right? So January 2018, January 2017. So as you can see, from January all the way up until now, we have been beating last year every month, right? January, we beat February, we beat March, we beat April, you know, and we beat these pretty nicely. I mean, look, we beat, like January, we thumped it. We thumped last year's Feb. We beat March nicely. April was a stunning month because it was a stunning month last year. We did $5,000, which for us was amazing. But then we smashed it this year at 6.5. $3,000 in May last year. We did 4.3 in May this year. But then June.
And June is
we're below, which is a shame.
It's still looking like we're going to be below for June.
Well, we're not done yet, are we? We've still got a week left. So we only did just over 3,000 in June last year. So we only need to come up with what, 700 quid in sales, and we'll beat it. And I'm pretty sure we can do that. Yeah. We've got 8 days left. That's true. That will actually go, that graph will change. Yeah. But you can see that overall, you can see how it does mirror the point, you know, there is a mirroring.
Yeah.
So, we had a peak in April last year, then a dip in May, and it was flat in June. So, if we can match May, that would be great. But even if there is a dip, it happens.
Yeah.
What else is going on? My worst month last year was October, says Karen. Wow. She just said quick, he says Dave. Anyone else notice Zahir's 10-hour streams? Made a little sales since my sales video I got out a few hours ago, says Peter. Oh cool. Sales are down here too, guys, says Nick. It happens. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we're not really concerned, to be quite honest, because overall we're doing okay for the month. We always try and remind ourselves of like the 30 days. So we don't tend to try and look too closely week on week. But
exactly. Your graph is just like mine, just not so high in turnover, says Karen. I mean, that's what I like about looking at it from the longer perspective, because you can then judge when your busy and your quiet times are. That graph gives us a really good indication that we, for some reason, do get a nice little boost between March and May, and then there's a little dip in June, July. So it's just the way it works. Yeah, we're down on last year too, says Andrea. And Ray says here, get fast food companies to sponsor Fortnite, drop McDonald's, Burger King free food codes into the game. Oh my gosh. Question, so how is the stock RC levels? We have got plenty.
Yeah, we've got so much.
I mean,
we've even still got stuff that's not listed, but that's more newer stuff that we've bought.
Yeah, we've got plenty of stock, guys. I mean, we were looking at our active stock, and it's really cool. If you guys don't know, on a business account, you can actually see like a summary of your stock levels, and we've got 1,400 active listings. We've got a quantity of 4,780 items across those 1,400 active listings. So that is one of the things. That is one of the things that we really do think is quite interesting, really, because you can judge a lot according to what your sales are, like according to what your business is doing. Have you got enough stock to live off of? How are you going to have to go out sourcing? We've taken sourcing quite lightly recently because of this. I mean, should we show the guys this? We can show them that.
We do want to get back to going out sourcing.
So there you can see there, if you go to that page, your active listings page, and you click onto summary, it tells you what your amount of active stock is. We do have 124 out of stock. Some of those we need to just re-add some stuff.
We've got a box of stuff that we need to go through because we know it's listed. But we just need to kind of
like that engine says. See, that engine says available quantity nil. I do actually have one to list. I just haven't got round to listing it. So like the 124 out of stock, we do actually need to go through and actually make sure that everything's listed that should be. Good, your turnover is consistently up on last year. David M, the carpet picker, says hello from Northern Ireland. Hi there.
Hello.
So that is it pretty much. Probably quiet now because of the World Cup, says Barry. Quite possibly.
It could be. Some people are going on holiday as well, so that
was that stream lag then, says Dave. Perhaps daughter's friend is playing Fortnite. No, they're not into.
Do you know what? My eldest daughter. What came out today? Sims 4
Seasons. Yeah.
So
we have to buy Sims 4
no computer
seasons.
right now, which I'm really disappointed about.
Yeah, no computer for you. But I'm gonna be.
I can't play Fortnite.
I'll be on though, won't I? So.
I can't play Fortnite.
I can. Don't worry about it. I can play it.
That's not good enough.
It's alright. Don't worry about it.
Really sad about
question is Sibk's box stuff. Oh, do you want to show the label?
Put it around the wrong way. You're a big pain.
Hold on. I'll get
it. You're such a pain.
It's not stuff.
It's not completely full.
Okay, well, Rebecca wants to show you.
It's not like a fancy label, so don't get excited.
Just bring it over. Sib's
still in the chat.
Sib is still in there. He's the one that asked. It's Sibk's box stuff.
Okay, but it's done.
There you go. Look, that was a super chat well spent. Look at that.
Look at that, and look, we even put your Instagram on there as well.
So that was done on You did that on Inkscape, didn't you? There you go. You did that on Inkscape for you. So
but
that was.
It's not fancy, but there you go. You're all labelled up now.
Yeah. Well spent super chat.
Yet.
We're not full. Yeah, we're not full.
It's quite light actually.
Yeah.
We need to get some listings on.
Yeah, we need to get some more stuff in there. Ray says here, I can sell you a nice i7 gaming rig. Oh god, I'm so frustrated, guys. Today I won an auction for £82 for an i5 computer, like i5 4570K, and the seller then decided he wouldn't want to sell it to me for 82 quid, so he just cancelled the sale on me. So gutted. Ray, I would be interested, but I need to get some cash together for an i7. Z, if both fancy a coffee next week, I'll be at the Imperial Blackpool playing in the World Wheelchair Pool Championships Tuesday to Friday. Good to meet you both after watching every Friday, says Gary. Oh wow, when is that? Was it Tuesday to Friday? Oh, we'll see where we can pick up pop over. That would be cool. Yeah, I didn't even know. There's so much stuff that goes on in Blackpool that we're just blissfully unaware of it all. But yeah, that sounds so epic, Gary. Oh, that would be quite cool. Harry Francis says, that sounds so rude. Yeah, epic box sip. negative feedback for that one. See, Karen, I would have done.
Do you know what? I'm quite mad at this because like you bought it on the on our like normal account and not like your private account.
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to.
You don't want to put negative feedback.
Yeah, I don't
for fear that we're going to get a negative response because we've got, you know, it's our business.
The thing is, it was I got a bargain. It was a whole computer for 82 quid. It was about 20-30 minute drive away.
Yeah.
The processor alone was worth 100. Then there was the graphics. I mean, I could have made a big profit on that thing as well. But I would have kept it for my streaming. But yeah. Really gutted about that.
Nick says he can't do that.
Yeah, neg him and complain.
Yeah, we're just a little bit scared to do that though, aren't we, on the account? Because that's the first thing I said to you.
Sibs being a bit of a stirrer there, Nick and Andrea. I don't mean to sound rude, but I feel like I got a better value label from these guys. Man,
it's not a competition or anything.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to price match each other. You can't go to one and the other go, well, the channel down the road. I mean, you know, their label's in colour. I mean, they laminated theirs. You can't. Oh, hilarious. Okay, guys, we are going to call it a night now. It's 8:23. We've been on for longer than we anticipated.
We said we were only going to do half an hour. We've managed. What is it? 40 or 50 minutes.
Yeah, something like that, which has been fantastic. It has been so lovely to be back in the chat with you guys. We really do appreciate it.
I know, Nick, we know they can't leave negative feedback for us, but it's
just worried about them buying
the case
something
of, like,
and then
revenge buying
or
like
something.
If he tries to buy something and then know and then does it that way, that's the only issue we'd have with it. Because we don't want our account to be messed with like that.
I'm probably worried over nothing, to be honest. But yeah, I just think okay guys, I really do appreciate the chat. It's been brilliant to be back in the chat with you guys.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We won't do it again.
We won't be missing another week for a while. I'm sure. So it's been really good. Thank you guys. I appreciate it massively. Andy asked if we've been Fortnite. Probably. Well,
yeah, we're going to watch the tournament, aren't we? I don't know.
I want to watch the tournament, but
it's really late and
the
really
tournament.
long.
Yeah, but that means I could stream earlier and then stay up to watch the ending, because I always miss the ending.
I know we do watch the start and then go to bed and then go, who won?
Oh wow, David M, the card boot picker, has just super chatted £5 as well. Guys, thank you so much. That is so amazing. We really appreciate it. I'm humbled and wow.
Completely.
And Ray says, so glad you decided to stream. I don't think you realise how much people enjoy it. That's just making me feel bad now.
Making us feel terrible. But we do really appreciate. Do you know what? It would never have been that long because both of us said today we
wanted to get back. We wanted to get back because we do appreciate the support. You guys are epic and you make the chat what it is. So you make all the chats what they are. We're back, and I'll be back on Tuesday doing the chat with Nick. So yeah, really appreciate it.
And hopefully we'll get our butts in gear and make some more videos.
Thank you guys, really appreciate it. Now I've got to remember how to switch it off.
how to switch it off.